welcome to HYS Enterprise. My name is Yuri Raczynski, and together with Hans Idol, we started up HYS Enterprise about 20 years ago. So the story how we started up is we were working together in a bank, and we were thinking, well, you know, everybody's making IT so complicated. Every time that we go to an outsourcing party because we have an important project which we need to fulfill very fast, we're always met with some kind of complexity, some kind of, you know, this is impossible, this is difficult, etc. We could never understand that. So we actually built up our own lab. And in this lab, we were able to achieve very fast projects, big success. And we thought, well, maybe we have a kind of secret sauce that the others don't have. So let's try it out. Let's build our own company. So we did that. We had some engineers in Odessa, in Ukraine, that were ready to work with us. We started out on our first journey to our first potential client. We were driving there, we had a nice presentation, but we didn't have a name for the company. So we sat down at the gas station and we had about half an hour to come up with a name. We were going through a lot of different options and eventually we settled on HYS. But at that point, HYS, we were meaning Hans and Yuri Solutions. And I was a big fan, I still am a big fan of Star Trek, so I said, well, let's add Enterprise at the end, like Starship Enterprise. So together it's HYS Enterprise. Once we had some time to think about it, we thought, well, actually, you know, what we carry, what our kind of, you know, our state of mind, the way we're thinking is helping you succeed. Because in any business, whatever you're doing, the only reason for your business is to help others succeed in whatever their goals are. So, and that became a kind of fundamental principle of what we do. It's helping you succeed and also helping you succeed.
Most of our clients are in West Europe, the Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, but one of our biggest clients is also from Israel. We want to be best in class, the best provided services we can imagine.
Every company has to have some kind of fundamental principles on which it can build on everything else. And over the years, we have created these fundamental principles. We've created several layers around them, which help us to take decisions, well, all kinds of decisions. And decisions are always about making choices. Do you want to go to the right or do you want to go to the left? And sometimes it's more expensive to go to the left, but you do it anyway because you have certain principles. And that's what we're going to talk about. And this is the cultural framework of HYS Enterprise. So you already know that HYS Enterprise stands for helping you succeed. That's our fundamental principle. The next layer is the 4H. We call it the 4 H's. It's happy customers, happy people, healthy company, and helping the community. So, and it's quite logical, right? So if you have happy customers, you can also create a very good environment where people are going to be happy. Your engineers are going to be happy. The interaction with your customers is going to be happy. So it's going to be a happy life. Now, the other thing is, well, having happy customers and happy people allows you to have a healthy company. And that means in all ways, in all kind of different ways, healthy. So it can be healthy in mind, it can be healthy in principles, but it can be also healthy financially, which is also quite important. So, and having a financially healthy company helps you to help the community. And that's also very important for us. We do a lot of volunteering work. We do a lot of contributions to Ukraine, to things that matter for us. So the next thing we have is the 5 A's. The 5 A's is authority, autonomy, appreciation, a purpose, and a vision. So authority and autonomy means that, well, if you're given a task to do, that means you should have also all the resources and all the decision power to fulfill this task. So that can mean that, for example, if you need a budget to fulfill your task, well, then you should have the budget. If you need to take decisions in order to fulfill it, well, you can take the decisions. And autonomy means that, well, you can decide how you do it, when you do it, as long as, it's fulfilled. Appreciation, well, it means that we congratulate each other on successes. It's very important to celebrate successes, to know that you have done something, that you've done something well, to say, hey guy, high five, you did a great job, and have these celebrations together as often as possible. And a purpose and a vision. So the best example of that is, when Kennedy was visiting NASA, he came in and, they're working on the space program, and he's walking by and looking at everything. There was a janitor there, and he's asking, well, sir, and what are you doing here? And the janitor replies, well, Mr. President, here we're putting a man on the moon. So, you see, you should have a purpose in everything you do. And I challenge always for people to find purpose in what they're doing, but also for those who are more senior and who are maybe giving out tasks or guiding, that they also find a purpose for the people who are fulfilling it. So even if it's a mundane thing, you can always find something interesting about it. You can always find something that you can improve while you're doing that thing. So, and a vision is basically knowing where you're going, where you want to be in 5 years, and also aligning that, everybody is on board, everybody believes in this vision, and everybody is facing the same direction in order to fulfill this vision. So, well, basically, it's like building anything, right? So you build anything, you make sure that people, they are looking in the same direction, that they are, their goals are the same, and that they actually know why they're doing it. Yeah. So where are we gonna go with this? So I don't know. Elon Musk wants to put people on Mars. Okay, well, that's a vision, and people who believe in that vision, they join him, and they're fanatic about it. So it doesn't always have to be fanatic, but there should be a vision, and that's our task, to make sure that we create an environment where we collaboratively can create a vision, we're all aligned to it, and that we are able to fulfill it. The last layer that has been contributed by you. So by all the people who have passed the interviews, who have joined us, we had a look to, okay, what kind of people are these? What do we see in these people? What kind of values do they have? What do they tell us about, their own values? And what do they tell us about the values that they see in other people in the company? And so we have summarized this and come up with an acronym, which is Heroic Humans. And each letter in the word heroic stands for something. So the first one is honest. We see that our guys and girls are honest, very good people. The second thing we see is that we have a very high engagement. So everybody's engaged, well, probably because they're also having some fun, because they like what they're doing, they have purpose, they have a vision. So we have a very, very good level of engagement. These are not people who you have to, as they say, pull by the ears. No, they are running on their own. The third thing, so the R in heroic, is respect. So incredibly respectful people to each other, respectful to opinions of others, able to discuss things in a constructive manner. So, well, probably I could talk more, but respectfulness, it kind of describes what we're talking about. Then the O in heroic is open-mindedness. So being able to listen to other opinions, it's a skill. So it's a skill to be open-minded, because you can be so convinced that you are right, or that your opinion is the absolute correct one. But sometimes you may be surprised. And it's always good to be open-minded. And it's a skill that our people have. It's a skill also, because you can be too open-minded and then you welcome all kind of funky ideas which are completely off the chart. So it's a skill that we see in the people around us, and it's really great to work with open-minded people. So the other thing we see is that the people around us, they are really in balance. So that means that they're standing with both feet on the ground. They have thought about how they live. They have thought about what is important for them, and they are therefore healthy in their mind, healthy in their ethics. They have healthy relationships. So, they're really in balance, both at work, at home, in recreation, wherever they are. And so it's a great thing, and we can all learn something from each other. And the next one is collaboration. So we're highly collaborative people. We're able to work in teams. We're able to work across teams. We can learn across teams. We can work remotely. We can work via video calls, Skype, WhatsApp, whatever. So it's very important to be collaborative, to be able to collaborate with other people, because, you know, if you want to build something, well, the more people you can hook up to what you're building, the more people you can engage, the faster, the better you're going to build, if you're able to collaborate. If you're not able to collaborate, then the more people you engage, the slower it will go, because everybody will get in everybody's way. So it's very important to collaborate, and this is really something that we see in the people around us. So, and that concludes the cultural framework. I hope you've been able to listen through this video and not fall asleep.
The goals of a company are actually three things. First of all, professional services. We really want to deliver professional services to our clients. Secondly, we will think with our clients what their business needs are. Not so much technical, but really the business needs, which we want to solve for them in a technical way. And last but not least, we want to be proactive. We want to be proactive with our clients so that we can avoid problems before they even occur. I want to welcome you to the company. I hope you find here a good place to develop your skills, to develop your professional life, to make it to the next level, the next step, and mostly that you enjoy the atmosphere and your colleagues in the company.
Okay, so now you have some information about HYS Enterprise. There's some factual information, but I think a lot of the things that I was talking about, you recognize by yourself. So you recognize it in yourself, you recognize that you have similar values to what I was talking about. So, and you have passed our interview. That means we want to have you on board. We welcome you. I really would like to get to know you better. My door is always open, and welcome to HYS Enterprise.